What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kramer, and in this video, I'm going to share a secret hack that you can use and that I use personally to increase my net income for my 3 rental properties by over $40,000 per year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so I'm not going to hold it back. I'm just going to tell you straight up, the way that I'm able to increase my income from my rental property is I increased my prices. And it sounds simple, but it's honestly not something that I was even considering when I first bought these properties. So I want to walk you through my thought process for increasing my prices, how I knew what prices to increase it to, and how I even knew in the first place that I could increase my prices. So I'm going to actually start with the most recent property I purchased because, to be honest, that had a very big price increase. So I bought this triplex back in approximately October of 2023. And my initial thoughts was that I was going to rent out each of these units to traveling nurses for $1,500 per month. So doing the math, $1,500 per month times 3 units is $4,500 in gross income every month. Of course, I have expenses on top of that. And just to let you know, my mortgage is about $1,200 for this property. And that's principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So it leaves me a pretty healthy margin. So when it was time to actually rent out the property, I decided that, you know what, instead of going to $1,500 per month, let me just try $1,650 per month. So on Furnished Finder, Airbnb, wherever I was listing the property, I increased the price to $1,650 a month, and I instantly had people inquiring. So I successfully rented all 3 units at $1,650 per month. So now instead of $4,500 per month, I'm making $4,950 per month, which is about $450 extra per month. And then after I got all 3 units rented at $1,650 per month, I still kept getting inquiries on Furnished Finder, so I knew the demand was there. So I said to myself, after these people move out, I'm going to increase my price again to $1,750 per month and see if there's any takers. And what do you know? I have successfully rented 2 out of the 3 units so far at $1,750 per month. Now, something even crazier is the 3rd unit I have rented for $2,000 per month. And that unit that's $2,000 per month is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit, whereas the other ones are just 1 bed, 1 bath. So I just wanted to note that in there. But now I've raised the income from $4,500 per month that I initially thought. It's now at $5,500 per month, which puts an extra $1,000 in my pocket every single month. Now, truthfully, I think there's still room to increase the prices, but I'm going to do it gradually and do it slow and smart. Now, I know the comment section is going to be going crazy and say, oh, Bailey, you're a greedy landlord, just increasing prices for no reason. And for that, here's my response. Number one, I would argue that I honestly rented my properties for too low at first. I wanted to get them rented and I wanted to get them occupied, and I didn't care about making a huge spread in the beginning. The second thing I'll say is I take really good care of my property and I'm not a slumlord. Number 3, my property is in a prime location, so people are paying a premium for the prime location. Number 4, I have great units, and they all have washer and dryers in the unit, and the competition doesn't all have that. And last but not least, I mentioned the prime location, but just to add on top of it, it's walking distance to the hospital, which my travel nurses love. So with all these factors being said, I am more than justified to charge really whatever price I want to charge, and then whatever price these travel nurses will actually pay. If I ask for $5,000 a month per unit, no travel nurse is going to go for it. So I'm going to basically just slowly increase my price till I find that point of resistance, and then I'll keep it there or go down. So my goal for this property is to get each unit rented and bring in a total of $6,000 per month, which is $1,500 more than I was initially anticipating from this property, which is an extra $18,000 that I plan to generate from this property that I was not initially expecting. All right, moving on to the second property I bought. This one's pretty wild too. So when I bought the property, I was planning to rent it out for about $2,500 per month. And to be honest, I knew I can get more for it, but I wanted to be conservative with my numbers, so I just said $2,500 per month. Well, then an insurance company approached me and said, hey, we have a family who needs a place to stay. Would you accept $3,500 per month for the property? And I said, $3,500? Absolutely. Where do I sign? So that $3,500 per month number was my new threshold for this property. And I've been renting it for $3,500 for the past 8 months or so. Well, I just got another inquiry from an insurance company for the property. And something that's really interesting is that I was talking to the family who's the one who needs the place to stay. And they were saying, hey man, we just looked at another property and it was a total, we cannot stay here. It was terrible. I hope your property is going to be good. And he went on to tell me that the rent that those people are charging for that terrible property is $5,100 per month. And the guy told me that they were approved to stay at that property, meaning the insurance company approved the rate of $5,100 per month. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I have a great property. I take great care of it. It's a great neighborhood. And I'm only charging $3,500 per month. I'm definitely undercharging myself. So I'm not going to jump from $3,500 to $5,000. Not to say that I couldn't. I just feel like it's unnecessary. I don't know. It kind of feels weird. Almost feels too good. So what I plan on doing is going from $3,500 per month to $4,200 per month. So I went from initially thinking I was going to make $2,500 per month. I then went to $3,500 per month, which added an extra $12,000 per year in my pocket. Then I'm going from $3,500 to $4,200, which is going to add another $8,400 in my pocket. So from this price increase alone, I'm adding an extra like $22,400 in my pocket, or somewhere around there. Maybe my math is off by like 2,000 or something, but I'm adding like $20,000 in profit to me by just doing these price increases for this one property. All right. And now the third property that I want to share is actually the very first property I bought by myself, which had a very similar storyline to the other two. I started renting this property for $2,500 per month, and that's what I thought was the number. Then I got an inquiry from a construction crew, and I ended up renting it to them for $2,800 per month. So I thought, okay, great, $300 price increase. That's an extra $3,600 per year. Then after they moved out, I got another inquiry from another construction crew that had more people, and I increased the price to $3,500 per month. So initially renting it for $2,500, I increased it to $3,500. I'm now making an extra $12,000 per month from just this one property alone. So that's it. That's my trick for increasing your profit for your properties. But please remember, don't be slumlords. Don't just increase your prices for no reason. If you're going to increase your prices, charge a premium product, be in a premium location, and of course, make sure you're taking care of your properties and your tenants. I hope you guys got value out of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.